ॐ गणानां गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पता न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Meditate. फिफ्थ वैश्वानरः साधारण शब्द विशेषात् स्मर्यमाणमनुमानं स्यादिति शब्दादिभ्योऽन्तप्रतिष्ठानाच्च नीति चेन्न तथा दृष्ट्योपदेशा असंभवात् पुरुषम् अपि चैनं अधीयते। अतएव न देवता भूतं च साक्षादप्यविरोधं जैमिनिः अभिव्यक्तिरित्याश्मरथ्यः अनुस्मृतेर्बादरिः सम्पत्तिरिति जैमिनिः तथा हि दर्शयति आमनन्ति चैनमस्मिन् द्युवाद्यायतनं स्वशब्दात् मुक्तोपसृप्यवपदेशात् नानुमानमतच्छब्दात् प्राणभृच्च वेदव्यपदेशात् प्रकरणात् स्थित्यदनाभ्यां च भूमा संप्रसादात् अध्युपदेशात् ಇಲ್ಲ पेज 260 यत्र नान्यत् पश्यति नान्यत् शृणोति नान्यत् विजानाति स भूमा अथ यत्र अन्यत् पश्यति अन्यत् शृणोति अन्यत् विजानाति तदल्पम् इत्यादि तत्र संशयः किं प्राणो भूमा स्यात् आहोस्वित् परमात्मेति उत कुतः संशयः भूमेति तावत् बहुत्वम् अभिधीयते बहोर्लोपो भूच बहोः इति भूमशब्दस्य भावप्रत्ययान्ततास्मरणात् किमात्मकम् पुनस्तद् बहुत्वमिति विशेषाकांक्षायां प्राणो वा आशाया भूयान् इति सन्निधानात् प्राणो भूमेति प्रतिभाति श्रुतं येव मे भगवदृशेभ्यः तरति शोकम् आत्मवित् इति सोऽहं भगवः शोचामि तं मा भगवान् शोकस्य पारं तारयतु इति प्रकरणोत्थानात् परमात्मा भूमित्यपि प्रतिभाति तत्र कस्योपादानं न्याय्यं कस्य वा हानमिति भवति संशयः किं तावत् प्राप्तं प्राणो भूमेति कस्मात् भूयः प्रश्न प्रतिवचन परंपरा दर्शनात् यथा हि अस्ति भगवो नाम्नो भूय इति वाग्वावनाम्नो भूयसीति तथास्ति भगवो वाचो भूय इति मनोवाववाचो भूयः इति च नामादिभ्यः हि आप्राणात्. You join this. This is one word. आप्राणात् भूयः प्रश्न प्रतिवचन प्रवाहः प्रवृत्तः नैवं प्राणात् परं भूयः प्रश्न प्रतिवचनं दृश्यते. अस्ति भगवः प्राणात् भूयः इति अदो वाव प्राणात् भूयः प्राणमेव तु नामादिभ्यः आशान्तेभ्यः भूयांसं प्राणो वा आशाया भूयान् इत्यादिना स प्रपञ्चम् उक्त्वा प्राणदर्शिनः च अतिवादी असि इति अतिवादी अस्मीति ब्रूयात् नापन्नवीत अभ्युनुज्ञाय एष तु वातिवादी यः सत्येनातिवदति इति प्राणव्रतम् अतिवादित्वम् अनुकृष्य अपरित्यज्यैव प्राणं सत्यादि परंपरया भूमानम् अवतारयन् प्राणमेव भूमानं मन्यते इति गम्यते. कथं पुनः प्राणे भूमनि व्याख्यायमाने यत्र नान्यत् पश्यति इति एतत् भूम्नः लक्षणपरं वचनं व्याख्यायेतेति उच्यते. सुषुप्त्यावस्थायां प्राणग्रस्तेषु करणेषु दर्शनादि व्यवहार निवृत्ति दर्शनात् संभवति प्राणस्यापि यत्र नान्यत् पश्यति इत्येतत् लक्षणम्. तथा च श्रुतिः न शृणोति न पश्यति इत्यादिना सर्वकरण व्यापार प्रत्यस्तमय रूपाम् सुषुप्त्यावस्थायां कृत्वा प्राणाग्नयैव एतस्मिन् पुरे जाग्रति इति तस्यामेव अवस्थायां पंचवृत्तेः प्राणस्य जागरणं ब्रुवति प्राणप्रधानां सुषुप्त्यावस्थां दर्शयति यच्चैतद्भूम्नः सुखत्वं श्रुतम् यो वै भूमा तत्सुखम् इति तदपि अविरुद्धं यत्रैषः देवः स्वप्नान् न पश्यति अथ तदेतदस्मिन् शरीरे एतत् सुखं भवति इति सुषुप्त्यावस्थायामेव सुखश्रवणात् यच्च यो वै भूमा तदमृतम् इति तदपि प्राणस्याविरुद्धम् प्राणो वामृतमिति श्रुतेः कथं पुनः प्राणं भूमानं मन्यमानस्य तरति शोकमात्मवित् इति आत्मविविदिषया प्रकरणस्य उत्थानम् उपपद्यते प्राण एव इह आत्मा विवक्षित इति ब्रूमः तथा हि प्राणो पिता प्राणो माता प्राणो भ्राता प्राणस्वसा प्राण आचार्यः प्राणो ब्राह्मणः इति प्राणमेव सर्वात्मानं करोति यथा वा अरानाभौ समर्पिता एवं अस्मिन् प्राणे सर्वं समर्पितम् इति च सर्वात्मत्व अरनाभिनिर्दर्शनाभ्यां च संभवति वैपुल्यात्मिका भूमरूपता प्राणस्य तस्मात् प्राणो भूमा इति एवं प्राप्तम् we were seeing that in the Chandogya Upanishad 7 chapter 24th section there is a Brahma Lakshana or Bhuma Lakshana, and that particular mantra you heard yesterday. Yatra nanyat shrunoti na anyat vijanati nanyat pashyati nanyat vijanati sa bhuma. And second was, if you see, second line was यत्र अन्यत् पश्यति अन्यत् श्रुणोति अन्यत् विजानाति तदल्पम. So there were 4 points. First was the Brahma is Triputi Rahitam. It was Nirvikalpam. And therefore it was Anantam. And therefore it was Advaitam. Second point was where there is something else to be seen, that is Savikalpam Triputi Sahitam. And therefore Alpam means finite and dying. Vikari. And with fear. This was the second. And third point was Yo Vai Bhuma Tadamritam. This Bhuma is immortal. And I told that this is Sukham also. It is Sukh Swarupam. Not the experiential joy, but the essential joy. And essential joy is equated to Anantam. This was the third point. And fourth point was, that is Yad Alpam Tad Martyam. What is Alpam? Alpam means which coexists with something else. Coexistence. And Tad Martyam, Martyam means it is perishable, finite. This is the fourth point. Fifth point was that there is no one else supporting this Bhuma. It is unsupported support of all by itself. This is the fourth point. 1 to 5. 5 points mentioned in 7.24.1. Now, in this particular section, I told you this was the Brahma Lakshana. And Narad Ji approaches Sanat Kumar and he asks this question, that I have heard that the knower of self crosses the shok, grief. Shokam tarati atmavit. And therefore shokam tarayatu, take me across this shok. And I had told that in this particular section, Sanat Kumar Ji introduces new technique of teaching. New means it is popular technique. From Annamaya you go to Pranamaya. And he started from the grossest called Nam. So after telling about Nam, Narad Ji said, I know this, tell me something bigger than that. Then he told about Vak. He said, I know this, tell me something. Bhuya word has been used there. Bhuya, something bigger you tell. Something bigger you tell. And then I told you the sequence yesterday. You remember the sequence? Or forgot? Nam is there. Vach is there. Vak is there. Man is there. Then Buddhi is there. Sankalp is there. Then Chittam is there. Igyan is there. Hanuman Sankalp Dhyan is there. Check. Chittam is there. Then Dhyan is there. Then Vigyan is there. Then Balam is there. Then Annam is there. Then Apa is there. Then Teja is there. Then Akash. Then Smar is there. Then Asha is there. So, Asha, I think, is 14th. So these are the 14 things. And each one is bigger. Bigger means cause. Cause is more pervasive than the effect. So each one is the cause of the earlier one. Like Vani is the cause of the speech. Mind is the cause of the Vani. Chit is the cause of the mind. Like that. It goes up to Asha. How it is there or not, that is not my subject. That you have to go through 7 chapters then. It took, I think, 3 into 7, 21 classes I had taken. In SIF, it took 21 classes. This last year when I was there, we had a camp. So year before last 6 chapter and last year was 7 chapters. We were expecting 8 chapters. So if you want, you can hear. If you don't want, no problem. So it went up to this 14th point where Asha came. And in the 15th section, little jerk is there. What is a jerk? So Pran is introduced as the 15th item, and Pran is the biggest. It is said Vishwadhara. And whosoever knows Pran, he knows the biggest. Pranvadi is Ativadi. This word has been used, the Ativadi. So Ati word means Sarvam Atitya Vartateya. One which is bigger than all is called Ati. And one who talks about that biggest is called Ativadi. Ativadi does not mean who speaks a lot. Generally, Ativadi means one who speaks a lot, but here this is not the meaning. And here it is said, Pranvadi is Ativadi. That means one who talks about the Pran, he talks about the biggest. And on this Upanishad dwells on this Pran Tattva very elaborately in 15th section. Okay, 15th section. After telling for no other items, Ativadi word was used. This is where the Upanishad is playing. For no other item, Ativadi word was used. So Ativadi word is used only for the Pran only. Then comes the 16th section. So Pran is in the 15th section. Pran word is in the 15th section. Check, is it 15th section? And let me check. See, yes, Pran is in the 15th section. And in this Pran section, if you see, I just want to show you something, what I am talking. See the last mantra, 4th mantra, you see, Pranahi evetani sarvani bhavati. Savayesh evam pashyan evam manvana evam vijanan ativadi bhavati. This is where I was saying. Ativadi bhavati. And Ativadi, I am repeating it, one who talks about the biggest, not talks a lot, talks about the biggest. So one who knows this Pran, he talks about the biggest. This is there. This is the 15th section. Then comes the 16th section. In the 16th section, if you see the mantra, it says, Esh tuva ativadi, yah satyen ativadati. अब लो, another अतिवादी है इसका. He is ativadi. Ativadi means who talks about the biggest. Who is ativadi? Esh hava ativadi. Esh tuva ativadi yah satyen ativadati. Satyen means this is a Ittam bhave tritiya, who talks about the satya. Who talks about the satya. Satyen ativadati. Achha. Now, so there are two ativadi. One is the pran ativadi, other is satya ativadi. So, Sanat Kumar says that this pran ativadi is not the real ativadi, he is relative ativadi. And real ativadi is the one who knows Brahman. So, soham bhagava satyen ativadani, satyam tu eva vijigyasitavyamiti, satyam bhagavo vijigyaseti. So Naradji says, so I talk about the Satya Ativadan. And then Sanat Kumar says you should think about the Satya only. Then Naradji says, I want to know about the Satya. Please see the mantra. Actually, this Brahma Sutra's demand is you should have known the mantra well. And please see. First statement is 16th Khanda. Are you opening it? Esha tuva ativadi, yah satyen ativadati. Ab satya word was not there in the last section. It was the pran word here. There is the statement number 1. Then second statement is soham bhagavah satyen ativadani. Ativadani. Which lakar is this? Huh? Which lakar? What did you say? Vadani, vadatu, vadatam, vadantu, vad, vadatam, vadat, vadani. Lot lakar. Uttam purush, ekvachan. May I speak? So, he says that may I speak about the Satya. May I, what is said here? Satyen ativadani. I will be speaking about I will be called ativadani. I will be speaking about the biggest truth. And then Sanat Kumar says, then next line is Sanat Kumar, Satyam tu evam vijigyasitavyam. Mark it where Naradji is finishing, where Sanat Kumar is thinking. So before Esha tuva ativadati, yah satyen vadadati, this is Sanat Kumar's statement. And soham bhagava satyen ativadani, this is Naradji's statement. Iti means in quotation. Satyam tu eva vijigyasitavyam, this is Sanat Kumar's statement. And last line, Satyam bhagavo vijigyasaiti, this is Naradji's statement. Hare Naradji, Satya Naradji, I don't know what. So this is the conversation going on. Don't get bored. You have to have a lot of capacity to understand. Please note, in the last section, for the pran, Satya word was not there. For the pran, Satya word was not there. And This prana mentioned in the last section. What does that prana means? That prana is the Kriya Shakti. Prana is the Kriya Shakti. I'll just introduce 15 section. Yes, you will get better feel of the mantra. Open 15th section. So, pranova ashayaha bhuyan. So, after telling about Asha, Naradji says, tell me more. Is there something bigger than hope? He said, yes. Hope is dependent on your life. If life is there, what will you hope? So, pranova ashayaha bhuyan. Yatha va ara nabhav samarpita. As the spokes are there on the hub, similarly, everything is on the prana only. Kriya Shakti. Sarvam sumar. Prana pranena yati. Prana goes out of the body. Pranaha pranam dadati. Prana gives to the prana. Prano pita, prano mata, prano bhrata. Prana is everything. Prana is everything. Prana is everything means what? Prana is everything means what? That everything is because of this prana shakti only. And then second mantra see, sa yadi pitaram va matram va bhratram va swasaram va acharyam va brahmanam va kinchit brisham iva pratyaha. If to somebody, to his father, mother, brother, acharya, or for Brahman, somebody says something inapt. So, what other people say to him? Dhiktva. Tu iti evam enamahuhu. You are the one who is the killer of your father, killer of your mother, killer of your brother, killer of your sister, killer of your acharya, killer of the Brahman. So why? Why? Because they are like the prana only. They are like the prana only. So this is the glory of. And then it is said in third mantra, Atha yadi api enan utkrant. Enan word is there. Don't tell what is enan. So, enan utkramati. Enan is for prana. Prana. Whose prana goes away. So, whose prana goes away. And then what happened? Shulen samasam vyatishan the head. He said, so the body should be got together with the shul, with the kind of instrument is there, and then it should be burnt. So, even though the person is taking, so there is something, I don't know you know or not, the heat. They hit the skull of the dead body. The dead body, because it has to be burnt. Shamshan Ghat, not the cremation. Not this crematorium. Crematorium is different and cremation ground is different. The cremation ground, when they take the body, then first thing they do, they'll put the body and they hit the head of the body. And on these eyes, they put 2 camphors. They put camphors, the one who is giving Agni. If wife is there and husband is alive, so husband will give Agni. Or the son will give Agni. So he hits the body so that to collect it, because it is a dead body. He burns the body. And then Upanishad is saying, after he hits the body, and he burns. Nobody says you are the killer of your father. You have seen or not cremation ground? You have not seen cremation ground. Here cremation ground is not. This cremation ground is there. There, I used to sit a lot. Then I used to say these things. So what happens there? That is Shivji's local Indian. His local office. Head office is Kailash. So this is the local office is there. Quite a scene is there. You can, very interesting scenes are there. So, supposing he says any not apt thing when he was alive, then it is said you are killer of your father, mother. He said very bad words or he shouted, then it is as if he has killed. And after Pran has left, even if you are hitting that body and burning, you are not called you are burning the body. You are killer of the body of your father. Why? Because glory was of Pran. Therefore, Pran is father, Pran is mother, Pran is sister. So, Pran is everything. And therefore, one who knows Pran, he knows a lot. He knows the biggest, because whole world is held on the Pran Shakti only. There is a Pranan Shakti which holds, like our microcosmic body is held by the Pran. This whole world is held by this microcosmic Pran also. Okay, this point is clear. So around 4 mantras are described for Pran. But when it came to description of Satya, only one mantra is given. अब ये तो भाई अजीब सी बात हो गई. हाँ? Only one mantra is given. And this is the cause of the confusion. Now, please see. Here, therefore, why for 2 things Ativadi has been said now. Pran is also Ativadi and Satya is also Ativadi. So Pranavadi is Ativadi, and one who knows the Satya, he is also Ativadi. Therefore, confusion is now here that Pran is dealt elaborately, whereas Brahman or Sat is dealt very shortly. With the Brahman is dealt very briefly. What to do now? From 17th section to 23rd section, various sadhanas are being talked of. So till 14th was the 14 items, 15th was the Pran, 16th is the Satya, and from 17th to 23rd section, we get different kind of sadhanas. ठीक? Now, 24th section, where our attention is, where this prakaran is based on, we get the definition of the biggest. Bhuma word has come now. Bhuma word. Although Bhuma word had come in 23rd Bhuma word had come. Yuvai Bhuma Datsuk. Now I already proved that Bhuma is Anantam, Nirvikaram, it is infinite, it is of the nature of joy. So Bhuma is a common noun which is the meaning of biggest. Bhuman is the word, Nakarant. So Upanishad does not say what is the biggest. Get my point, please. Bhuma means biggest. Something which is bigness is called Bhuma. So what is the biggest is called Bhuma. But what is Bhuma, what is biggest is not said here. And therefore the Purupaksh says biggest refers to the Pran of 15th section. Siddhanti says biggest refers to the Satya or Brahman of 16th section. 16th section. So Bhuma Pranava, Bhuma Brahmava. Bhuma is the Pran or Bhuma is the Brahman. Now I am coming to the Sutra. This is the background. 2 sutras are there, background is so big. And now when you study Upanishad, you will have another eyes to study. You'll be seriously studying. So Siddhanti will say that Bhuma is not Pran, Bhuma is Paramatma, which I will be establishing. When? In this sutra, which I think I have read, so this will be established that Bhuma is Paramatma and not Pran. How you are saying that Bhuma is Paramatma and not Prana? Now I will tell that. So Bhagavan Vedavyasa says that you study the order of the series. First item was Nam. 14th was Asha. 15th was Pran. 16th is Satya or Brahman. And each one, further one is more pervasive and bigger than the previous one. Later one is bigger and pervasive than the earlier ones. Okay. And therefore Pran is the biggest than all 14. So Pran is the relatively bigger. And after Pran comes Satya or Brahman. And therefore Brahman should be bigger than the Pran. So this is called positional argument. Because of the positioning, you can say that who is the main one. Like the meeting is going on in the offices. AGM or any meeting is going on in the big offices. So there is a chairperson seat is there. The one who is the CEO of that company. He has another seat. That is called, positionally you can make it that I think he is the head here. That is called positional argument. Got it? Because this Satya is coming after the Prana, Satya, which is coming in which section? 16th section. Or Brahma word I will use. And therefore, Brahman is biggest than the Prana because it comes after the Prana. Very simple argument appears. But don't think it is so simple. I'll come to the Purupaksh. And therefore it is biggest. Please note, Sankhya is trying to put his Purush and therefore he is avoiding the Brahm is biggest because in their Brahm is not the biggest. Now let me go to the word analysis. Word analysis of the Sutra number. What is the Sutra number? 8. 8 of this Sutra is 671. And this is 8 of this section, I think, of this Adhikarana. Now, Bhuma Samprasadat Adhi Upadeshat. Bhuma Samprasadat Adi Upadeshat. To supply one word, Brahman after Bhuma. So you can say Bhuma is Brahman. Bhuma means biggest. Okay. Biggest means which is beyond time and space. Desh Kala Parichinnatvam Brihat Tattvam. You have heard the definition of Brihat, Brahma. Biggest means in which there is no time and space. Brihattamatvam. Brihat Brihadhatu is there, that in which the Desh Kal Aparichinnatvam Brahmatvam. The definition of Brahm is that which is beyond the space and time. Desh Kal Aparichinnatvam Brahmatvam. Because all finiteness is in this space and time. That is the meaning of biggest. Now this Bhuma, he has come from the root called Bahu. Bahu. Bahu means full. Bahu word. Bahu means full, full, not full, full. And this, so Bhuma is an abstract noun. Bhuma word is an abstract noun. It is nominative singular of the Pratipadik called Bhuman. Bhuma, Bhumano, Bhumanah. So fullness, completeness. This is the word here. So Bahutvam or Vaipulyatvam. There is one word called Vipul. Vipul means full of. Vaipulyatvam. This is the word here. Okay then, what you want to say? Each word I am taking now. Bhuma Samprasadat Adhi Upadeshat. Now second word is Samprasadat. Panchami Vibhakti is there. Actually the word is Samprasada. Like Ramad is there. So real word is Samprasada. So Samprasad has 2-3 meanings. When you say nominative, so Samprasidati is Samprasada. One meaning is Jeev, who gets resolved in sleep. That is one meaning. Samprasidati. One who is totally very happy and quiet and resolved in the sleep. Nominative meanings. Samprasidati. One who gets resolved. Second meaning is in which it sleeps. Samprasidati asyam avasthayam. Seventh case derivative is there. The second meaning is there. Samprasidati asyam avasthayam. And the third meaning is called Prana. So Prana is called Samprasada. Why? Because Prana is awake in the deep sleep. If Prana will go away in the deep sleep, then nobody will sleep. And if anybody sleeps and he gets up, after he gets up, so other people have to work hard. And therefore the word Samprasada has the third meaning called Prana. First meaning was Jeev. Second is called state. And third is called prana. Because in that state, prana alone is awake. Prana is awake. Is it clear? And this quotation is given in the 262nd page. It is written here in the fourth line. Sarva karana vyapar pratyastam rupam sushuptyavastha muktva pranagneya evasmin pure jagrati iti tasyam evavasthayam panchvrittehe pranasya jagranam bruvati prana pradhanam sushuptyavastham darshayati. So, deep sleep state, prana is awake, and therefore respiratory system is working, digestion system is working, circulation is working, excretion is working, all systems are working. Therefore, howsoever you may eat full in the night, when you get up, you will have hunger. Because Saman Vayu has digested everything. Saman Vayu, digestion is not Saman Vayu, Prana, Pan, Dhyan, Udan, Saman. So Saman Vayu has already digested your food in 6 hours. And therefore you will feel hungry when you get up. At least you should drink water when you get up immediately. First thing when you get up, you should drink water. Don't drink too much of water. Although Ayurveda says give too much of water. Because acid is there. Acid is in the stomach. It will quieten your stomach. So 2-3 rules. All this is not in Brahma Sutra, just I am telling. While eating, don't drink any water. Don't drink half an hour before eating, you should have drank the water. And it will spoil your digestion. When you get up in the morning, without washing your mouth, you should drink the water. Because saliva is there. Saliva has some medicinal value. This is the second aspect. After eating, don't drink water. Other than when you drink water, after eating, before eating. No, after half an hour at least, for 30-40 minutes. I don't know whether you drink, people keep on sipping the water. It will disturb your digestion. Follow some common habits. It will change many of your diseases if you have. One day I'll take some class, not class, just general instruction. I'm not an expert in this area. But general instruction to make your health okay. About when to eat, what to eat, how to eat. It will make a big difference. It has made a big difference on my body. And then I'll tell about that also. So, when to eat, what is the right time, what to eat, when to take water, how to take water, how to drink water. Don't just go, not like that. You should eat water. Like animals drink water. And animals drink water, immediately doesn't go. They eat and drink. Understood? Eating and drinking water. It should go through your whole mouth and then go. Not straight away goes like that. And worst is like that. That is worst. It should go through that. So when prana, we have very bad food habits. And maximum diseases have their origin, headquarter called stomach. I'm telling you, whether it is your pain in the knees, whether you have headaches, lot of problems are because of the wrong eating habits. Time is wrong of that eating. Amount is wrong. And the thing is also not exact what is required. Okay, that is another subject. We'll take something about that. So here the pran is called samprasada. Don't think samprasada etc. is there. Here prasad word is meaning of peace that the jeev gets during deep sleep, number one meaning. In the state in which the peace is there, second meaning. And third, samprasada is the meaning of pran, because pran is wide awake. So every system is, respiratory system is working. And for your information, just a side information, the liver functioning is there. Liver functions best between 12 to 3. 12 to 3, where the saman vayu is very active. And that time, if you have slept well, so your digestion will be very good. Lungs function best between 3:30 to 6:30 or 4 to 6. That is the best time for pranayama, etc. And bladders function best around 5 to 7. So this whole thing is all connected. If your liver has not functioned well, it will affect your whole digestion. If you have not slept someday in the whole night, so you will feel the heaviness in the stomach also. Okay, so body is a very important thing to maintain properly. Late night if you ate 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, metabolism is slow in the body. Saman vayu is not very strong. So your digestion will be affected. So fundamental things, please know that. More I will say some other time. It is not a nutrition class. It's a Brahma Sutra. But some aside information, where from you got all this information? That I won't tell everything. Why should I tell everything? So this stomach is there. Samprasada means prana. Please note here meanings lakshanaya prana, because prana is awake. This is lakshan. Lakshan. Like the nocturnal, it is called nocturnal. Nocturnal, who is awake in the night, they are called nocturnal. So, and adhi means what? Adhi means after. So samprasadat adi means what? After prana. So samprasadat adi upadeshat means what? Upadeshat means because of the teaching. And I asked you to add the word called Brahma. So Brahma samprasadat adi upadeshat. Because of the teaching of the Brahman after prana. What's the meaning? Please see. Because of the teaching of the Brahman after prana in Chandogya Upanishad 7th chapter. So prana is taught in the 15th section. The Satya of Brahman is taught in the 16th section. And therefore Brahman should be bigger than prana. So Brahma samprasadat adhi upadeshat. Brahma samprasadat adhi upadeshat. ओके फिर से बोल दें ब्रह्म संप्रसादात अधि उपदेशात. Brahma we have added between Bhuma and Samprasada because Bhuma is Brahma. This is a simple sutra. Just because it is after prana, it is bigger. Yes. Why? How did you say like that? Because in the previous 15 items, Sanat Kumar says, later ones are bigger than earlier ones. Ati deshat pravaha patat. All the later ones were bigger than the earlier ones. So Ati deshat Pravaha Pratap. Pravaha Pata. He said, Bhuyaha, tell me bigger than this, bigger than this. So in the same flow, it is understood that this Brahman is bigger than the Pran. I hope this point is clear. Sutra is complete, but Purva Paksha are now ready. Purva Paksha now comes one after another. He is well armed. And those people who have analytical power, they love these things. Not everybody has analytical power. Analyze means to separate, and synthesize means to make it one. This way you will be firm now. So I will not take one after another Purva Paksha. Oh, you won't leave. No, why should I leave? And I will take you to the Bhashya also. So Purva Paksha is a Pranavadi. Pranavadi means closer to Sankhya, etc. He said, okay, when we look at this certain, what you are saying, that one is bigger than the other, latter one are bigger than the former one, I agree that. You agree that? Only, of course I agree that. But I have a certain observations. Okay, what is your observation? My observation is, at the end of every item means Nam, Vani, Mana, Chitta. These are called each item. Item word I am using just for that. I don't like the word item, but still I am using. He said after every thing was over, Narad ji had asked the question, is there something bigger, you please teach? After this Pran was taught, Narad ji had not asked the question that is there something bigger, you please teach. So from second one, Sanat Kumar asked from the Nam up to Asha. Asha is which one? 14th. This student called Narad ji had asked this question that is there something bigger, is there something bigger? But after the Pran is mentioned, Narad ji did not ask the question at all. And therefore, my point is, I think series is complete. Series is complete in the 15th section only. That means with the Pran, the series is complete. And therefore, Pran is the biggest one. And hence in the 24th section, what Bhuma is mentioned is the name of Pran. This is my first argument. Oh, you are quite intelligent. One thing I have to say that. You are not a dull student. This much is clear. That the student has no question. Either the student is too brilliant, he knows everything, or either he doesn't understand anything. Both have no questions. Second argument, he says, Purva Paksha says, that this person is given a special title, Ativadi, which he did not get till 14th section. Till Asha, he did not get the word Ativadi. So Pranavadi is called Ativadi. So speaker of Pran is Pranavadi is Ativadi. The speaker of Pran is the speaker of biggest. That also indicates that series is complete with the Pran. Because one who knows Pran, he knows the biggest. This is my second argument. Third point which I have to say in the same breath. Same breath means section wise. Positionally, you are what you're talking positionally. What I have to say. that after talking about the pran in the 15th section, Sanat Kumar goes in the 16th section. He uses the word Satyam and not Brahman. You yourself brought the word Brahman in Satyam. Therefore, I showed you that. If you remember, 16th section, Satyam word was used. And from 16 to 23rd, he talks about sadhanas. So what you want to say? So I want to say that this sadhana, the topic was over in the 15th section. Since 16th section was the Satyam word you used. And because of that, that means the sadhana was being described. And not the Brahman. You told the word, the Satyam word is Brahman, but that is, I think, not the Brahman. And few more points are there, which we will see tomorrow. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.